responsibility. The milkman, the paper boy, evening TV. Did I get delivered here? Somebody tell me, please. This old world's confusing me. Clouds as mean as you've ever seen. Ain't a bird who knows you're true. Then a little voice inside you whispers, don't sell your dreams so soon. Everywhere you look, there's a heart, a hand to hold on to. Everywhere you look, there's a face of somebody who needs you. Everywhere you look, when you're lost out there and you're all alone, life is waiting to carry you home. Everywhere you look, everywhere you look.
Please be seated. Will the prosecution please call its first witness?
Your Honor, I'd like to call Sheriff Tate to the stand. In your words, Mr. Tate.
Well, I was called.
Could you say it to the jury, Mr. Tate? Who called you?
I was fetched by Bob, by Mr. Ewell, out yonder. Said one night some nigger would come and rape his girl.
Did you go?
I did. Got in the car as fast as I could.
What did you find out?
Found her lying on the floor in the middle of the room. We pulled her up to her feet and she washed her face off and that was it.
Thank you.
Any questions, Mr. Finch?
Yes. Sheriff Tate, did you call a doctor?
No, sir, I didn't.
And why did you not feel the need to call a doctor?
Well, she's beaten up pretty badly. I didn't see any reason to.
Can you please describe her injuries, Mr. Tate?
She was beaten up bad on her left side.
Is that her left or her left facing you?
It'd be her left facing me, so it would be her right side.
Would you please repeat which side her bruises were on, Mr. Tate?
It was on her right side.
No further questions, Your Honor.
Do you swear to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth, Mr. Ewell? So help you God.
Yes, sir, I do.
Mr. Robert Ewell.
Yes, sir, that's me.
You the father of Male Ewell?
Well, yes, sir, and if I wasn't, there'd be no one left for her to go to. Ma's dead.
Thank you, Mr. Ewell. Now, would you explain to me in your own words what happened on the evening of November 21st, please?
Well, on the night of November 21, I was coming home with some kindling. Walked to my front porch, I looked and saw and heard my ma yell screaming. Went up there and saw some nigger on top of her.
What time was it, Mr. Ewell?
Oh, I'd say about 9 o'clock.
What did you do when you saw the defendant?
Well, I went in to see who it was. Boss saw him run out and I didn't know who he was.
Then what did you do?
Well, I ran to Sheriff Tate as fast as I could.
Thank you, Mr. Ewell.
Welcome.
Now, just a minute, sir. Could I ask you a question or two?
Yes, sir, I suppose so.
You say you ran to the house. You ran to Miss Mayella. You ran to get Sheriff Tate. In all this running, did you ever run for a doctor?
Well, no, sir, didn't seem needed. I saw who done it.
You were in the courtroom when Mr. Tate described your daughter's injuries, Mr. Ewell.
Yes, sir, I was.
Do you agree with Mr. Tate's description?
I agree with the sheriff of Macomb County. Yes, sir, I do.
Mr. Ewell, could you please sign your name for the court?
Certainly.
Mr. Ewell, you're left-handed.
Yes, sir, I am. What's that got to do with this trial?
Thank you.
You go.
No further questions, Your Honor.
All right.
About your writing with your left hand, are you ambidextrous?
And not, sir. I can write as well with my left hand as I my right.
No further questions. I'd like to call Mayella Ewell to the stand.
Do you swear to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth? So help you God.
Yes.
Take a seat.
Where were you at dusk that evening?
On the porch.
Which porch?
Ain't but one.
What were you doing on the porch?
Nothing.
Just tell us what happened. You can do that, can't you? What are you afraid of?
Him.
Mr. Finch?
I don't want him to do me like he did to Pat, trying to make me out left-handed.
Miss Mayella, how old are you?
19 and a half.
Mr. Finch has no idea of scaring you. And if he does, I'm here to stop him.
Well, sir, I was on the porch and he came along. And there was an old shift robe that Papa wanted me to break up in the yard.
Who is he? I'll have to ask you to be more specific.
That nigger Robinson over there.
Then what happened?
I said, come here, nigga, and break up this shift robe. I'll give you a nickel. But when I went inside to go get the nickel, I turned around and he was right there behind me in the door. And then he hit me again and again.
Did you scream?
Why, yes, I screamed and fought as hard as I could.
Then what happened?
Then, I don't remember what happened. I just saw Papa.
You fought him off as hard as you could, tooth and nail?
Why, yes, I sure tried.
That's all for the time being. I expect Mr. Finch to have some questions for you.
Miss Mayella, I won't try to scare you, but I have been getting old, and my mind's not as sharp as it once was. So you may hear some questions you've already heard before. Are you willing to answer them?
I ain't gonna answer nothing if you keep using that Miss Mayella. I don't need to take your sass.
That's just Mr. Finch's way.
Miss Mayella, you say you're 19. How many brothers and sisters do you have?
7.
You're the oldest?
Yes.
Did you ever go to school?
I read and write as good as Papa yonder.
Do you think he uses the money from his relief checks to buy liquor?
I don't know, maybe.
Does he smell of liquor when he comes home?
Yeah, but what if he does?
Miss Mayella, may I ask if your family is healthy?
We do okay.
No one ever gets sick?
Ewell, the younger kid, always seems to have a cold.
Miss Mayella, has anybody ever come to check on you to see as to why you're not in school?
There's a lady that comes every once in a while.
Mayella, a 19-year-old girl like you must have friends. Do you have friends, Miss Mayella?
Friends?
Yes. Do you know anyone near your age?
Are you making fun of me again, Mr. Finch?
Do you love your father, Miss Mayella?
Love him? What you mean?
I mean, is he good to you? Does he treat you well?
He does tolerable, except when...
Except when what?
Except when nothing. I said he does tolerable.
Except when he's been drinking?
Answer the question, Miss Mayella.
How you mean?
Has he ever beaten you?
My pa has never touched a hair on my head in my life.
We've had a good visit, Miss Mayella, but now I suppose we better get on to the case. You say you asked Tom Robinson to do something for you. What was it?
Bust up a shipper road?
Was this the first time he entered your property?
Yes.
So you did not invite him on any other occasions?
Most definitely did not.
Can you remember any other occasions?
No.
Alright, now to what happened. You said Tom Robinson was in the room when you entered your house. Is that correct?
Yes.
And then he grabbed you around the throat, slammed you on the ground, and took advantage of you.
Yes.
Do you remember him beating you about the face, Miss Mayella?
No, I don't remember. Wait, yes, I do.
Miss Mayella, was your last answer your sentence?
No, I mean, I don't remember. It all happened so quick.
I have but a few more questions, Miss Mayella. Can you identify the man who raped you?
It's him yonder.
Tom, will you please stand so that Miss Mayella may examine you? Is this the man who raped you?
It most certainly is that nigga.
Your Honor, I object. Mr. Fitch is browbeating the witness.
Oh, sit down, Horace. He's doing nothing of the sort.
Now, Miss Mayella, you say that Tom choked you and slammed you on the ground. Do you wish to reconsider any of the things you have said?
I told you what happened.
Alright, he choked you, he hit you, and then he raped you. Is that right?
It most certainly is.
You're a strong girl. What were you doing when he was raping you? Were you just standing there?
I told you I was hollering and kicking.
Why didn't you run? What were you doing at this time?
One question at a time, Atticus.
Okay.
Give the witness a chance to answer.
Why didn't you run, Miss Mayella?
I tried to.
Tried to. What kept you from it?
He slung me down. That's what he did. He slung me down and got on top of me.
Did the other children hear you? Where were they? At the dump?
I got something to say, and I ain't gonna say it no more. That nigga yonder took advantage of me, and if you fine fancy gentlemen don't want to do anything about it, y'all cowards.
Your Honor, the state rests.
It's time we all did. We'll take a minute.
A few moments later.
Well, it's getting on 4. Shall we try to wind things up this afternoon?
I think we can.
How many witnesses you got?
One.
Yeah, call them up.
Tom, will you please come to the stand?
Mr. Robinson, do you swear to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth, sir?
I do.
All right, take a seat.
Tom, how old are you?
25.
Are you married?
Yes.
Any children?
3.
Tom, have you ever been in jail before?
Once.
And what was that for?
For disorderly conduct.
What did it consist of?
Fighting with another man.
Did he succeed?
Yes.
Tom, do you know Miss Mayella Ewell?
Yes.
And how do you know her?
I walk by her house every day.
For what reason?
To pick cotton for Link Diaz.
Is there any other way for you to go?
No.
Tom, did she ever speak to you?
Yes.
What did she ask you to do, Tom?
She asked me to bust up an old Shifro
When was this?
last spring.
Did she pay you?
She offered, but I said no.
Tom, did you ever enter the Ewell place after that?
Yes.
What for?
She always had little chores for me to do.
Were you paid for your services?
No.
Were the other children always there?
All the time, sir.
Tom, can you describe to me the events that occurred on the night of November 21st?
Miss Mayella brought me into her house to fix an old door. I was trying to fix it. She jumped on me. She kissed me on my lips. And I ran, sir. I ran.
Tom, did you rape Mayella Ewell?
No, sir.
Mr. Gilmore, you got anything to say?
Yes, I do. So, Mr. Robinson, you're strong enough to get disorderly conduct and bust up those shift robes, are you?
Yes, sir. I
Well, you're
reckon
not-
I am.
But you're not strong enough to rape a woman?
I never done that, sir.
Must be mighty generous of you, doing all her chores for her, but don't you have your own stuff to do at home?
Yes, but I felt sorry for her.
You felt sorry for a white woman? The defense rests.
It is time for the jury to decide the verdict.
One eternity later.
In the case of the raping of Miss Mayella Ewell, the court finds Mr. Robinson guilty.
Eventually, 12 o'clock midnight.
Quiet, Scout! I hear something!
Oh, it's just Cecil Jacobs. Where are you at, Cecil Jacobs?
Give me the sheriff. Heck, someone's been after my children.
Is Jim dead, Pa?
No, he's just unconscious. Doc?
Well, he's got a broken arm and concussion, but he'll be fine.
Thank you. Scout, so what happened?
Well, we were in the forest. I got knocked down. Then someone carried us back to the house.
Who?
Hi, Boo.
Scout, his name is Mr. Arthur Radley.
You can touch him.
(3:28 a.m.)
Atticus, can I speak to you for a second, please?
Yes, Heck. What is it?
Well, Atticus, Mr. Bob Ewell was found dead at the crime scene. He had his knife stuck up in his ribs. He's dead, Atticus.
How'd it happen?
Well, in my theory, Mr. Ewell fell, and his knife went in his ribs, and he killed himself.
Heck, we're going to have to turn this into the court. I will not cover up my own son.
No, Mr. Finch, that won't work. You really think that you want all those people coming up to Mr. Radley and to your son, saying that they did it? It wouldn't be good for this city. I won't let that happen. Mr. Finch, I am the sheriff of Macomb County. Mr. Bobby Ewell fell on his own knife and killed himself. Let the dead bury the dead this time, Atticus.
Arthur, thank you for saving my children. Scout, why don't you walk Mr. Radley home?
Okay, Dad.
Be seated. Will the prosecution please call its first witness?
Your Honor, I would like to call Sheriff State to the tape.
Wow!
Handed
Mayella, how old are you?
19 and a half.
Mr. Finch has no idea of scaring you.
What are you scared of?
Him.
Mr. Finch?
No, the nigger.
How old are you?
What?
German, start doing your scene.
I don't have to do anything.
You're right.
We're waiting on Raymond. What is that?
I hate stuff on my face.
Is that enough even?
Comfortable right now.
Yeah.
Are you back there? Concussion, but he'll be fine.
Am I even?
Where do you buy What was that, Noah?
Am I even?
The store.
Peterson's. Walmart.
I don't know.
What's yes.
Walmart.
Blueberry pancake crunch.
Tom, how old are you?
Yes.
Tom, can you please describe to me the events that occurred on the night of November 21st?
She asked me to come in and fix a door for her. And then she jumped on me. Come on. No, please, God, no.
Mr. Robinson, you're guilty.